And there we go. Okay. Everybody can hear me, correct?
Good to go.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Erich Zahn, and I'm a ballistic missile engineer working with the Department of Defense out at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And I'm here to tell you about my new startup, Ezzen, which is designing the kitchen of the future. So when I think of the kitchen of the future, I think of shows like Star Trek or The Jetsons, where machines have really been built up to take care of humanity's every needs. And we are taking those first steps towards a Jetsons style future by taking and implementing robotics and automations into the kitchen with the mass production of meals. All you'll need to do is simply stock the machines with fresh ingredients, start them, and come back in 20 minutes to an hour to hundreds, if not thousands, of prepackaged ready-made meals. Already, there's a number of businesses in the industry that have started producing their own robotic food making machines. There's the Chowbotic salad making vending machine bought by DoorDash. McDonald's and a number of other fast food restaurants have started looking at implementing robotics in their own kitchens and have started to look at reducing their labor costs with that. And then finally, in the bottom right, you see the Moly Robotic Kitchen, which is a high-end, fully autonomous kitchen for wealthy individuals. And the main thing I wanted to highlight here is this is just the beginning. You know, as automation and robotics starts to take over everywhere, we definitely see this being brought into and implemented in the kitchen. The main issue we have, though, with a lot of these designs is their low volume situations. Vending machines set up for individual families or singular restaurants. These aren't designed to produce bulk meals for large populations of people. And that's where we see our niche is. We've got a number of designs currently in the works, starting with our mini chef and the jump chef design, which will be our proof of concepts before we make that jump up to the quick chef and the auto chef designs. Both of those will be designed to produce 1,000 warm and healthy meals for large populations of people in under an hour. And both of them will have hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of recipes available to be made, all by that same machine. With this, we want to help bring an end to hunger with our machines. We want to make sure that our machines are cost effective for our customers and make sure they are both reliable and low maintenance. You know, it's almost a meme online now where you go to McDonald's or some other restaurants and their ice cream machine is always down. It always has issues. You can never get it no matter where you go. We want to make sure that our machine isn't like that and make sure that it can run continuously for hours and hours and days with as little maintenance year-round as possible. We also want to make sure that the meals we're producing are healthy, making sure that they give everybody the nutrients they need, and making sure that the meals are delicious. Because first off, healthy food can be delicious, and if food is delicious, people will keep coming back for more, and they're going to tell their friends about it. And finally, we want to meet our customers where they are and produce meals that meet people's dietary restrictions. Why look at the bulk production of meals, though? Well, unfortunately, hunger is on the rise in America. And unfortunately, it has never gone away. In the bottom left, you'll see some famous photos from the Great Depression of the soup and bread lines during that time. And on the bottom right, this was actually a photo taken last summer in Texas, where thousands of Texans lined up for hours to pick up boxes of food for them and their families. Unfortunately, hunger isn't going away anytime soon, but we want to change that. So what is the price comparison for all this? We wanted to show you some of the numbers from Feeding America, one of America's largest nonprofits dealing with hunger, and McDonald's. Both of them served billions of meals last year alone with the help of millions of volunteers and employees. And they paid out or received tens of billions of dollars in labor costs from their volunteers and employees. By comparison, it would only take a couple thousand auto chefs to produce the same number of meals for a fraction of the labor costs. And that is our key price point. We are offsetting the labor costs in the kitchen so these organizations can reallocate their resources to other parts of their business and increase their impact. Taking a look at our financials, over the next 3 years, we do see ourselves being in the red, unfortunately, as we look to develop a lot of the key features and dive really in depth into the R&D for our systems and expand our team. But by year 3, we expect to be in the green with the initial sales and production of our mini chef design. Already, we've identified a number of key markets for our systems. Essentially, any group or organization that has a cafeteria style setup where you need a large number of meals, warm meals produced in a short amount of time for hundreds, if not thousands of people, that's where we see our market. We did want to initially start working with those nonprofits, though, that are dealing with hunger in America, organizations like Feeding America, House of Bread in Dayton, and then the Mid-Ohio Food Collective. We want to make sure that they are getting the food that the communities they work with desperately need in a timely manner, and again, to help offset a lot of those costs of producing those meals so they can then use those resources in other parts of their business. And then listed on the side are a number of other markets that we see open for our systems. Finally, taking a look at our team. Right now, it's mostly just me and my colleague, Mr. McCullough. I have a strong background in system and technical analysis on some of the most advanced systems in the world, looking at them from a number of engineering and scientific disciplines. And my colleague, Mr. McCullough, is a system architect and an expert with Internet of Things devices and systems, having worked in the field for a number of years now. Beyond the Kaufman Fast Track, which we're actually ending with this pitch, we are also signed up for the Cooperative Incubator through Co-op Dayton. We see these as fantastic opportunities to learn now the business side of things so that we can grow our cooperative into a profitable and impactful business for us, our customers, and the communities at large. So that is all I have prepared for you today, but please feel free to ask any questions you have, and feel free to reach out to me or my colleague at any time.